Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about stages of an attack on network. Already we knew that criminals or attackers plan cyber offenses against an individual and or an organization using basically three stages. First one, it is the reconnaissance. Second one, scanning and scrutinizing, and the third one is launching an attack. As the internet and the computer networks are integral parts of information system, attackers have in-depth knowledge of technology and they started gaining knowledge about it. Network attack incidents reveal that the attackers are often very systematic in launching the attacks. So, the basic stages of an attack through which an attacker can compromise a network are 6. Now, let's get into the topic and we will be saying in detail what are the different stages of an attack on network. Now, the first and the initial state of a network attack is initial covering. Now, in this, two steps are involved. The first step is called reconnaissance, where the attacker gathers the information as much as possible about the target by legitimate means like searching the information about the target on the internet or by googling some social networking websites and people find a website. In the second step, the attacker uncovers as much as information as possible on the company's internal network, such as internet domain, machine names, and the company's IP address ranges. Coming to the next stage, it is a network probe. At this stage, the attacker uses more techniques to scan the information using a ping sweep technique, where he can find what all are the open IP addresses of a network to seek out potential targets. He then uses a port scanning tool which is used to discover exactly which services are running on the target system, such as like what applications he is using or what operating systems does his laptop or does his computer has, or what are the websites he has been accessing and what are the different applications he is using and what he is doing on his system actually. So next one, it is the third stage of an network attack. This is crossing the line towards electronic crime, or you can say simply as a e-crime. Actually, in the first two stages, right, in the initial covering state and the network probe, he just gathered the information and he just found the loopholes through which he can enter into the system. But in the third stage, he will be doing the computer crime by exploiting the possible holes. Now the attacker commits the computer crime. They exploits the possible holes on the target system. He gets access to the system. Once the attacker gets access to a system, he can find a user account without many privileges. Then he will attempt further exploit to get an administrator or root access. Now, for example, we will consider criminal is there. Now he has attacked the network of an organization, and he has entered into one of the employees' system. And what he does using his system, right? He cracked the password. He might have cracked the password of that particular user system, and then he entered into the system. Now what he will be doing, either through the network or through some other means, he will be trying to get the admin access. He gets the administrator access, or the root access. Or simply we can say that, now if an attacker targets a website, right? Now if he gets one of the user ID and password through some of the hacking techniques, then once he enters into the website, so some or the other way he will be using different tools, he will be using the different methods in order to get the website's admin user ID and password. So first he tries to enter into the network, then he will be capturing the network. Now that is our fourth stage. So capturing the network. In this, he attempts to own the network. He gains a foothold in the internal network quickly and easily, compromising the low priority target system, and he removes the evidence of the attack. So once he does the attack, whatever the attack he wants to do, he will be doing that, and what he will be doing, he will be removing the evidence. So what he does is that he installs a set of tools that replace the existing files and services, like with Trojan horses or services that have a backdoor password. Now once the attacker has gained access to one system, he will repeat the process by using that system to access other systems within the network. So once he tries to enter into one of the systems, and from then he will be doing his work, like he will be capturing another system, he will be capturing two more systems until he get the advantage from that attack. And coming to the next stage of an attack, it is grabbing the data. He takes a advantage as he captured the network, and what he does is that he will steal the confidential data like customer credit cards information, or he might be defacing the web pages, or he might altering some of the processes, and even launch the attacks at other sites from the network. So he might be attacking some other systems in order to make them a zombie systems or a zombie networks. And next, the last stage of an attack on the network, it is covering the attack, or you can say it has a covering tracks. In this activity undertaken by the attacker to extend the misuse of the system without being detected, it means that he tries to hide his identity. The attacker can remain undetected for long periods, or use this phase either to start a fresh reconnaissance to a related target system, or continue to use of resources, removing evidences of hacking, avoiding and the legal actions. Now what he will be doing is that in order to hide his identity or hide that he has committed an attack, So what he will be doing is that he has to remove all the footprints what he has done. So in order to do that one, they will be using some of the covering tracks tools. So some of the tools which are used are these are the cover track tools which are used to hide the identity of the attacker. So these tools are EL slave, wind zapper, evidence eliminator, traceless, trace eraser pro. So what these tools will be doing is that they are used to delete the event logs, or simply we can say the log files, history data, the cookies, event records which are performed by the attacker. So once he has performed the attack, he will be using these tools and he will be removing the what all the activities he has done, so that no one can detect that an attack has occurred on the network. So these are the 6 stages of attacks on the networks. So that's all for today, and have a nice day.